and then we'll just, like I said, continue this video tomorrow. So stay tuned for part 2, I guess. But all right, we'll continue tomorrow. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be part 2 of the truck slash farm vlog, or farm slash truck vlog, whatever you want to call it. Sorry for the wind. This morning I actually woke up, or my sister woke me up, and we had coyotes like right into the pasture here. So I ended up getting up, killing one of them. I missed the other one. It went running down like the dam of the pond over here. If you guys can see the water, but it went running down that way, and it was probably 150, 200 yard shot. And I literally had my gun resting through this woven fence here, trying to shoot through the other fence and hit it. So, and it was like 7 o'clock this morning. But my friend's coming to grab the hide because he does trapping and stuff, so he's going to take that coyote. Me and Shaylin are actually going to head up to the tool shed and help Dad up there. We're going to try and get some of it finished up again today, and then we're going to work on the 79. So that being said, we're going to hop in and we'll head up there, and I'll probably pick you guys up when we get up there. So stay tuned and we'll see you shortly. Okay, so we are up in the shop, guys. It's Dad, Shaylin, and I. We got a lot done. Like I said, we got all our 2x6s laid yesterday for the concrete. We got our 2x4s and some wafer board ripped. So when we go to do our walls across there, the 6x6s, we'll have something to screw the wafer board to in the middle. So that's all done. We got our electrical boxes, 3 of them put in over here we'll have a light switch on this one, and then 2 receptacles. And then we have to run probably a 220 for the air compressor over in that corner. Probably what's next is I'm probably gonna pick up some wafer board, and I'll be doing like the bottom half of the wall all the way across in wafer board, and then we'll have to come in with either the box blade and kind of loosen all this stuff up and just bring the tractor and loader in and skim the top layer off. Dad's gonna order some rock, we'll get it laid, and then the next step's concrete. So, but we'll have to dig in our drains for the concrete, or before the concrete, and then also where the water will be coming in for the bathroom and stuff like that. But other than that, that's pretty much it. We have to do our 2x6s up there in the corners yet, and then the ceiling. So, but once the concrete gets here, we can start on the back wall, and then we can start on like the office wall and stuff too. And then if we get scaffolding, it'd be easier to do the roof that way. But it's coming together. I'm excited. I know Dad's excited. Shaylin's, I guess, excited. But yeah, we're gonna go down and probably work on the 79 now, get that fuel filter and stuff put in there, and then hopefully it helps it run a little bit better, but we'll see. So I'll just catch you guys down there. We're in the shop here, got my equipment here laid out. I'm gonna climb underneath here and show you exactly what we're gonna be working with. So show you here, this big line here is your fuel. So when you climb underneath of the truck, up here, I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but that's that big line. Maybe if I can come up over top. This big line right here is the one that we're going to be putting that filter on. I don't know where at I'm going to be putting it on, so I'm going to kind of look here to see the best option to get in there and cut it and then put it on. So I'll have to get the front drive shaft put back in and stuff too. But I know we got a leak up there of power steering fluid or something I need to look for also. But we're going to try and get this line fixed. So we're going to go ahead and try and get this cut somewhere through here. And then go from there. Like I said, I got to try and find the best option to put it. I don't know if there's a spot up here that would be better versus back here, or more operating room to get that cut. But we'll find a spot. So I'll pick you guys up once we're getting ready to cut the line. I'll give you guys an update like where we're gonna put it and stuff. So sit back, sit tight, and I'll be with you guys here in a little bit. Okay guys, so I had my girlfriend Shaylin. this big line that I was talking already about, this one here that I pointed out in the first part of this video, we disconnected it from up there. I think I'm just gonna cut into that. Yeah, the one right there that she touched. Cut into that and put the fuel filter on it. Just because on the other end, that's where it goes to metal. So if I can cut this piece like up in here somewhere and then just splice it back together, we should be fine to put it back on. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So just probably 30 seconds and I'll have it done. In underneath the truck, I got my phone set up here for a light. That's what we came up with. It worked out pretty good. I just took this clamp off down here. I don't know how well you guys can even see that, but took that clamp off, split the hose. I had to trim a little extra off because the filter was kind of like pushed out over here and it was making a weird bend in the line here. So we got that fixed. I don't know. Here's one section I cut off. So I mean, that may be an inch. I'm not sure where the first part of it is, but we should be good to go now. I'm hoping. There's a few wires up on the front I want to make sure that are out of the way. They're right there next to the headers and stuff. So I might throw some wrap on those, or at least wrap the header so we're safe. But yeah, I'm going to do that. Probably check the battery, make sure it's charged up, and then we'll see if she'll fire, and hopefully it runs a little bit better. So yeah, I'm going to crawl out from underneath here and I'll pick you guys up back up there underneath the front of the truck with those wires. So I showed you guys the filter down there. Was working up here on these wires. I don't know. I'm gonna try and show you them. That where that zip tie is right here is what I was working on there. A little close to that header, but I got them pulled away. Then I was just looking. I'm not sure if Chad and I hooked this choke cable up. I don't know if maybe that's my problem why it's running kind of funny. So I messaged him, but I just noticed that it was undone. I don't think we hooked it up, but like I said, it might be part of the reason why. So I messaged him and asked him if we did hook it up. But we got the wipers working again. This plug here was undone, but I'm still going to end up changing the switch on the inside out, this one, because it is really stiff. So I'm going to take the panel back off. We'll drop this and then that switch will just change it. John that rebuilt the rear end gave me a switch. I think it's actually in the truck here in the center console. Oh, I thought it was. It's somewhere around here. But we'll get that put in. I'm going to let this sit in here until I hear back from Chad's. I have to run up and detail my mom's car for her real quick. So we're going to do that, and hopefully I'll hear back from him so then we can try and get this thing going. I'd like to get it fired up for you guys tonight. I threw the battery jumper on it here. Battery seems fine. Everything's tight, so I'm not sure what the deal is. We're going to try and figure it out, though, get it running better. And yeah, looks like I need to either get a new emblem or do something with this one. But anyway, guys, like I said, I'm gonna run up there, get mom's car detailed, hopefully hear back from Chad, and hopefully we can get this thing fixed. So yeah, this video might be going in till tomorrow, but no big deal. I still have to edit the first part of this video and get it out, so hopefully I can do that. But anyway, guys, like I said, hopefully we hear back from Chad here soon. We can get this problem resolved, and then she'll be back on the road, good to go. Welcome back, guys. It is the second day. Like I said, it'd probably run into over to the next day. But I got a hold of Chad. He's going to come by and look at this thing also to make sure, or have like a second pair of eyes on it. We got the wipers working again, but I'm going to still go ahead and replace that switch because it is super tough on that. I think it's in the cab here. But we should, I gotta take this clamp off that hose real quick. I had a vice grips on that hose so it wouldn't keep spewing everywhere. But here's the air cleaner. Like I said, I'm gonna try and get that switch changed over there. I think it's somewhere here in the truck. I'm not 100% sure where at. Probably gonna have to do some digging for it. I don't know if it's back behind the seat or what. But I don't know if I mentioned in any other videos. There we go. Now hopefully you guys can see me a little bit better. But I did do I'm gonna do the upgraded steering shaft. Get rid of those. I think they're like rag joints or whatever you want to call them. We'll get rid of those. I got the shaft from the XJ, so we'll be doing that in a later video. And then also I'm going to be showing you guys how to patina this on the side here in a later video also. I still have to paint the other side of the door. I got the black. I'm not too worried about the overspray here just because when I get done with it, it's all going to look patina. Probably try and sand on this a little bit and just kind of clean it up, make it look a little bit better. I eventually want to take the whole bed off of the frame. When they built this bed, they stuck wooden blocks in there, so I might redo those and just kind of out of treated lumber because they just followed the frame rail there. Let me grab my phone so you guys can see what I'm talking about real quick. But that's what they did, is when they built this bed, the frame rail isn't straight. Hopefully you guys can, there we go. That piece right there is the wood, and then there's one back there. So you can tell the frame goes up and then comes back down. So what they did is they just stuck those wooden blocks in there when they had this custom flatbed built. The flatbed's in pretty good shape for being on a 79. Obviously you have some wear like here, but that's no big deal. It's gonna be used. I'm not going for like a show truck finish. If I get money saved up again, I might eventually just swapping over to a newer style flatbed where it's got the hideaway ball in the bed already, and do that route. It'll have the updated lights on it where they're like slanted and they're a little bit longer. I need to replace some of these lights, but that might be later on down the road. I don't know if the dimensions and stuff would match up, like I said, because this one is custom built. My uncle had it built by someone, I don't remember who, but he had it built. Obviously they had like there's torch tanks and all that, and then there was another bar that came, you can see where it ran, and then up, and then they would wrap their chain around it and hook in, and then their torches would be down in here. So, but for now, I'm gonna try and put a steel plate to cover all this stuff up, so this would be solid all the way across. It wouldn't have like, you wouldn't be able to see the square tubing, and then we'll be able to put sponsorships and all that. We'll eliminate this cross member bar here. We'll chop it down a little bit, redo this headache rack back here. But like I said, I need to get it off first. But that will probably be this summer if I do that. My main goal now is just to get it running right and reliable. It is reliable in a sense. Like it's got all new brakes and everything, but the motor is still kind of, I don't know what happened, but it's kind of iffy right now. So that's why we're going to have Chad come out and look at it. But I'm going to stop jabbing my jaw. I'm going to go ahead and take all these screws out, get this pulled out, and then we'll be able to swap out that wiper motor. But I got to find it first. So I'll pick you guys up when we're taking this all apart. We got that switch changed. Actually glows now and stuff. It's a lot smoother than the other one. I pulled the clear, or the lens if you want to call it, off of the gauges here just because of how dirty it is behind here. And the fact that these yellow real bad, like this one here. So I'm going to try and clean that up a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to use. I think it's on the back side, but I am not 100% sure. So I'm going to try and clean it up on both sides. Maybe rub a little polish on and get it cleaned up. I'll let you guys, or let you know how it goes. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Bring you guys back. So my girlfriend worked on the new armrest here, since there was nothing within this section here, and there's a real sharp piece of, I don't know what they would call it, like leather back in the day. Every time I'd climb out, I'd jab my arm on it. So she put a towel in here so it's nice and squishy now and taped it all up. As for, as this goes, that was a lost cause because I did not clean up very well at all. But we got it all put back together. The new switch is in, works good. I'm gonna just try and pick up the inside of the truck a little bit. I got a screwdriver over there, I got a hammer over there. So yeah, we're gonna try and clean it up a little bit. I might try and start it and see how it wants to act, and then we'll go from there. So I'll pick you guys up when we go to fire it up. I'm gonna make sure there's fuel in that filter, make sure it's doing what it's doing, and make sure we don't have any leaks down there as well. So well, there we go, guys. I got it fired up. We're not leaking any fuel. I made sure when my girlfriend was recording that, like, start up there, that way we didn't lose any fuel. We're still not dripping anything, which is good. All clean and dry in there. I'm hoping that filter will kind of slow everything down. If that is the problem, hopefully it's not like overflowing itself or anything. Still gonna have Chad come out and look at it just to make sure. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of part 2 to the farm slash truck vlog. Still need to change the oil in the 98, but I'll probably just make that a different video. And then there's some maintenance stuff I need to do on this. Like, I want to change out that steering shaft. And then I'll show you guys, like I said, how to weather up that or patina look on the doors there. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. So be sure to smash that subscribe button, share the videos, give it a big thumbs up. If you like the content, let me know what you guys would like to see. But remember, learning as I do, doing what I love. I'm the GM, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.